Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. The Commodores will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Alabama's offense will start this game off. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect.
Turning it on! They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run. And you've seen over the years, they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in
a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
So Vanderbilt's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. One of the highlights of the year last season, Alabama went into Nashville coming off a win against Georgia and got knocked out of Nashville with their first loss to Vandy since 1969. Anything can happen in this crazy sport.
It was magic. It was crazy. It was Pavia time, right? Like the fourth down conversions. They held the ball for most of the game. And, Jesse, remember, this is what kept the Tide out of the playoffs. You think they're a little upset?
Definitely, and they're going to have to do a better job defensively with that gun option scheme we saw from Vanderbilt in that game a year ago. They didn't have any answer for that. A few interceptions early by Jalen Milroe put him behind the 8 ball, so we just need a better effort from Alabama on both sides.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Catch pitch in the middle. It's Fitzgerald. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play, and it sets up now a fourth down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
He'll pull it on the read. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Caught in the backfield. It's Bernard.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The play action fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance?
Trying to get it in. Touchdown Doors. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 7 over Colorado. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field. You get it to him, you know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the explosive nature. Everybody you mentioned, you know they can run right by you and hit those.
Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Finds his man on the left. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Throws to the tight end. That pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun. Give on the inside. Spaces. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. The give is to Miller. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To throw, it's Simpson. Soft spot in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Alabama pushing the tempo. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Motion from the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Pushes ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. They'll try to pass their way in. Going right back to the ball, and this time he finds Water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Caught over the middle, it's Hudson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. To the air, it's Pavia. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
All right, got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away.
Hey, that's a live ball. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Commodores!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw at Simpson. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cuevas. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll run it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Here comes the heat. Finds his back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion to running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
He'll start this drive firing. defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to do.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw on 3rd and long. He's going for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 41. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Man, it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. He goes out of bounds all the way up at the 46-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Going to the running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
One of the things that makes this defense so hard to move the football against is their defensive line. That time, 4 guys on the field, and they're able to win. You saw that guy penetrate, get through the line of scrimmage. He gets the TFL. Big reason why they're winning today is the play of these guys up front.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man, or zone.
It's a seam wide open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He'll do it himself on the draw. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Makes the catch. It's Miller. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Ready to fire from the pistol. Running to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hudson. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic, some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
The Commodores send out the punt unit. He'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Quarterback on the keeper. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs. They can move and run all over the place and give you so many options. Is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. The Crimson Tide will bring a punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll try the run. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying the left side. Picks up the first down, still moving.
Well, that's the best run of the day for him so far, and he's a guy that looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's beginning to wear on this defense a little bit. If you're on offense, you probably want to keep giving him the ball.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
And all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Simpson. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 7 over Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Caught behind the line, it's Miller. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hit as he throws. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll do it himself. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vandy. They give them themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Alabama.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Simpson. Rifles it down the middle. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward turning on the Jets. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
How about the defensive line? You know what? They're so athletic, they might as well be called running backs. They were running backs in another life. Probably should be anyways. Look at how he scoops up the football, makes a play, chews up yardage, almost houses that puppy. What a great athletic play by the most athletic players on the field.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. You still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there, get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty.
Illegal touchdown.
They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. And the Commodores have a chance to make that turnover pay off as they come to the line. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Give to the fullback. He's loose. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Commodores just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards. 7. The defense out of sorts, and the head coach will use a timeout here. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough